Hello, friends. It's the Cinemondo podcast. Kathy, Mark, and Burk talking about movies. We have a teaser trailer.
Another teaser. They have one.
Yes, for a film that's coming out next year or July of 2026. Or some people are saying September of this year. Kind of hard to tell, but I'm going to go with July. I'm going to say it's a year out.
If it's an early teaser trailer for an Indian film, it's probably way, way off, and we're going to get more and more teasers, and then we're going to start getting some trailers, and then we might get a music video.
That's right.
This one's called...
It's a Kannada film.
It's a Kannada film. It's called KD, The Devil.
And
it's a Kannada action drama film directed by Prem and starring Dhruva Sarja, Sanjay Dutt. I mean, it's a big cast.
Love Sanjay
Ramesh
Dutt.
Aravind, Shilpa Shetty, and Nora Fatehi. And the music is composed by Arjun Janya.
No, Anirudh?
Anirudh, no, Arjun Janya does all the tunes, the whole soundtrack.
I'm sure he's very good.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah,
Anirudh can't do it all, you people. I just
done a
can't
lot
do
of
it all.
stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know much about the film. Is like, what's the plot of this?
I think it's his character is a petty thief who gets involved in kind of an underworld of organized crime. Is my guess.
Does he keep a weapon in his mouth?
I think there's got to be a machete here somewhere.
Okay.
You can't have a good crime thriller without a machete. So until a machete shows up, I'm kind of bored. So I'm hoping this happens.
Okay.
Well, when you look on the Wikipedia page, it says that this film is an upcoming
comedy
action drama film.
Yeah, action drama.
That's helpful. Well, I was going from IMDb, which was talking about the petty criminal thing, but they're not often correct. It says a journey of man discovering him. Oh, that's Martin. I'm sorry. I'm talking about the other movie this actor was in. Did you already say who was in this, Mark?
I did.
Okay.
You're not listening to me? I'm just babbling over here. My mic on.
Hello,
Bueller. Anyone?
Dhruva Sarja was
this
in
thing on?
You were telling here's Martin. Here he is. That's the same guy. Oh gosh, that is so phallic. Okay.
Yeah,
I feel
shouldn't even be looking at that
poster.
My goodness.
All right. That's not this movie. We're gonna be looking at this movie. Did you see Sanjay Dutt? This is the great classic, montage. So we have all the main actors at the top and they go varying degrees of importance as we go down. And it looks like it's all unit because nobody's looking at camera. All the lighting is different. And then we have this big thing at the holding device at the bottom, which I'm not
What
quite
is that? Yeah, is that a boat?
It looks like maybe. It looks
see
like it
the
has
Vespa,
some
but
flying on it, and there's some people flying around. I don't know. This is strange. But I do, and most importantly, I do see a machete in this or something that looks like one. So
okay.
See that cool logo. They have machetes in the logo or other kinds of knives.
Yeah, it's built out of blades.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
That's
So
interesting.
yeah, there we go. So I love. Look at the eyes on Sanjay Dutt. He's got those great eyes. I love that. So good. All right.
And that cigar.
Yeah, that cigar and the eyes.
And sunglasses.
All right.
Let's check
crime
it out.
drama, bring it on, or crime thriller drama.
Action drama.
Action drama.
Thriller.
Yeah.
It's about everything we want in a movie, isn't it?
Yes.
All right.
And it's upcoming. Yeah. So.
And it's coming out sometime within a year at some point. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all we know. Okay, we ready to see this teaser?
It's
Teaser
we
away.
watch multiple languages. Just saying. Okay.
Everybody quiet.
Quiet. Right off the bat.
1 second in.
I'm instantly interested.
By the death of the
Blood,
devils.
rain, fires.
But this era begins.
Oh, so much machete.
The dark night rises, the blood is cold and violent. Just burn
Singing
me
it in
down,
English.
let's have some fun. The wrong man himself, the baddest of the creatures. He comes around, what is that sound? He's
Like a car.
ಆದ್ರೆ ಆ ರಕ್ತ ಹರಿತಾ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು ಮೈಯಲ್ಲ.
Who's really holding that guy?
ಕಂಪ್ಲೇಂಟ್ ಕೊಡಕ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಸಾರ್. ಬರ್ಕೋ, ತಲೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ, ಬಾಡಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿಲ್ಲ.
I was just saying, is that a severed head on the desk? That
Well,
gave me
they
so
went
much machete. I'm like into it.
Well, they really went into the reality. It was really kind of grounded, a grounded trip.
Did I sense sarcasm?
A little bit.
Well, a few things I liked was I do like all the the machete. Every single way they could possibly show machete, they pretty much did it. So they were very creative with that. But I love that turquoise warm color palette that is in a lot of these. And I think this is actually set in the 70s, I think. So you could tell the hair was like feeling a little shaggier, longer, 70s-ish, and the cars, which are very cool. And I love the shot of the woman. Mostly the women are all just walking in slow motion. I think that's all they did. But that's all they do. That's what we do. That's what we do. We just kind of walk through the scene in slow motion and let the men carry on. So do what they're doing. But I thought, it looked like a big fun, action craziness. And I like the head on the desk was a good touch. And Sanjay Dutt, he knows how to deliver.
What's always funny about these is, there's the guy, the superhero who is just a guy, but he can kill a million people at once. And there's always, in the last scene, there's like 6 or 7 cops that just sort of like meekly standing behind going, "What are you doing?"
Because they're corrupt. As they all are.
Nobody interrupts him as he does this really sort of slowly paced dialogue. Nobody is like, hey, get out of here. It's like, he gets to say his monologue with all the cops, I have one to log a complaint.
That's
Head
right, because they're all
missing.
if he's organized crime, they're probably all afraid of him already. And so he comes in, they're like, "Oh shit." And they don't know what to do because if they do anything wrong, organized crime,
Let him finish his monologue.
Just let the guy talk. He has a head on the table. We would not interrupt this. So it's best not
It seems to be a formula that works, they keep making these kind of
Fantasy.
films that, sort of like over the top action, bloody, gory stuff, but, total CGI, not really serious, just kind of like, painted.
The dance move killings, the killings that are made to be beautiful, and the beauty of blood and the dismemberment and stuff. I don't know. This is the kind of movie that turns me away.
Mm-hmm.
It just looks, to me, this looks, I've seen scores of trailers for films that look just like this to me.
Not as much machete action though. That was more over the top than most.
If you have a machete fetish, this is for you.
Mostly you get like 1 or 2 scenes to hint at it, but this one was pure full on machete. And it's also like it seems like a weapon that I always like think machetes are super intimidating because they seem like that kind of weapon to do really grievous, terrible injury that wouldn't really kill you right away, but it just sounds like an axe,
Right.
So
hurts.
in these kinds of movies, a lot of times that because they want it to be for impact, but not necessarily repel you. You see a lot, like you said, Burk, slashing and dicing, but you're not really seeing a ton of wounds. You just see a lot of blood spraying and people falling, and maybe a limb is flying off here and there, but you don't really see what would be like a gaping wound on someone's face or like their guts falling out. You don't really see a lot of that a machete could easily do, but I'm probably going way too into detail about that.
No, I hear you. I know what you're saying. It's like, it's stylized. It's not the blood. If you hit somebody with a machete, there's probably not going to be this beautiful, graceful explosion of blood spatter that moves across the screen in slow motion. It's it's actual violence is ugly and painful and chaotic. And these films, to me, sort of try to glorify, make it look like it's this beautiful choreography and this incredible dance of blood, and it just, I don't know, that turns me away.
It's not so serious. It's just like, and I feel like just shooting guns, boring. It's just stand there and shoot a gun. It's boring. But if you dance around with a machete, it's entertaining.
Right.
So we have
go ahead, Kath.
No, you go.
No, but I said, reiterating what I said earlier, I find it fascinating. This kind of film, which we've seen so many trailers, are exactly the same sort of thing. Some movies are huge successes and some flop.
Yeah,
It's what works, what doesn't. Of course, we're just seeing the trailer. We're not watching the movie. It's just interesting to see what catches and what doesn't catch. And will this catch or will it not? It's a year away from coming out. So
sometimes I think it's the charisma of the lead.
Yeah,
the person that you want to see that person in a film,
right?
And it's almost like I've seen this film a million times, but this guy
in the context of this actor.
He brings something. He brings the star power, or somebody who doesn't bring the star power. So
and there's that trend of like these ultra violent films coming out, like the John Wicks of the world.
Yeah,
and you have these like, these actors who are cast against type, like nobody, like Bob Odenkirk, Reed.
Right.
Then in India we had like Nani, who was in Hit 3, and we have Marco. We have like these guys who are not known for playing badasses. So when you have a badass playing a badass in an action film where he's badass, it's less interesting than when you have someone who's already has that history of how you feel about that actor in a movie like this. So we'll see. I mean, this guy does a lot of action films, so he can either bring it because people will like him like a big action star, like an Arnold Schwarzenegger type, and say, hey, I'll enjoy him in an action film, or it'll kind of go, it was just like every other movie I've seen he's done. Is they've done a bunch of action with nothing special besides some cool casting that would bring an extra context to the role, which I think is more interesting. So we'll see. I mean, they got me with the dragging the machete through the water. That was cool. They also had posters.
Yeah, that's an interesting poster.
I like the poster. So you get the 70s vibe in that. It's like
because cool. I didn't get the 70s vibe in the trailer at all, but maybe I just missed it. But
I might be wrong. I'm reading synopsis.
No, I think
it's coming out in a year.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe no, but it's supposed to be a 70s film. But I didn't get that sense.
Why has he got his zipper boot up on the door of the car like that? It's like
he pushed the door open.
Is he pushing the door open with his foot? Like
it looks like he's surrounded by people. He's kind of holding them off. Like maybe they're. I don't know. But it looks like the arms do not really people were put in the background. Like the faces and the arms don't really connect. If you look through the windows and then you see the arms, it's not really. It's just sort of stripped in, little strippy.
That's interesting.
But we have this one, which is kind of interesting. So all of this looks like it's done from unit. It doesn't really look
right. His left hand is really
left arm and hand are way too small. Like they probably had, and his body looks huge and wide. But it's like it looked like they had a cool shot, but didn't quite have the arm, and then they're trying to recreate it, but they still want him facing, but they didn't have the arm. So this Photoshop is a little bit rough.
His right arm is like that's Marquez Navarrian Photoshop work.
But he's got his machete in his mouth. We have like all kinds of weapons going on. He's got the burlap sack. It's a little confusing. Right. Weird Photoshop. What's happening in the scene? He's like got his little tiny leg over him there.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a little rough. I love what they're trying to do, but they didn't quite make it. They probably should have done a body double shoot before they did that.
And guys, can I give you a little piece of advice?
Have the blade facing out.
Yeah, the sharp part of the blade. If whenever you walk around with your machete in your mouth, put the sharp part facing out. Or, better advice: just don't carry your machete in your mouth.
But his hands, he's got stuff to do down there. He's tying up a knot.
And his hands are so small. Yeah, maybe you just had to hold it in his mouth.
But it worked in the movie though, but the Photoshop, it was really hard. I know they probably had terrible assets to work with, but
Burke says keep your machete in your pants. That's
if you put it in your mouth, it's just not a good idea.
It just seems like trouble. I don't know. I feel like it's not going to work out. So there we go. So let us know in the comments what you think of this machete-filled trailer.
And it's a teaser. More trailers to come for this one.
And more good advice.
More context
about how to carry your knives.
We're giving you health advice. You need to listen. Don't carry your knives in your mouth. It's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Or just use a gun. It's easier. I was just saying.
Yeah.
Take care of things a little faster, but not as cool looking for sure.
Right.
All right. Being very cheeky.
Yes.
Bye.
Yeah, you can hurt your cheeks carrying the
cheeky.
All right, whatever. Dad jokes.
We should all go get knives, put them in our mouths, and see what happens.
Yes.
That's what we'll do. All right.
You know
Catch
how
you
I
later.
got these scars?
I'll do this. Ow, that
Yeah.
hurts.
Ow! Careful. Yeah.
Oh my God, we're terrible. All right,
Yeah.
you guys. Let us know in
See
the
you guys.
comments. Have you
Take
done
care.
that with the machete? Okay, bye.
Bye, everybody.